Next, we'll discuss several tags that will help you structure your web page content more effectively: paragraphs, headings, and thematic breaks. First up is the P tag. The P tag defines a paragraph in HTML. Think of it as the equivalent of pressing enter a couple of times in a word processor to start a new idea or section. A P element has an opening and a closing tag. Let's add a couple of paragraphs. We have the first one almost ready. For the paragraph's content, I'll paste this text about aliens and pizza. I'll create another paragraph element and paste this text. There you go. Each paragraph element automatically starts on a new line, and browsers will add a margin above and below it to help separate paragraphs visually. However, in HTML, paragraphs are not only separate your text into blocks, but also help search engines and assistive technologies understand the structure of your information. So, for paragraphs, you start with the opening tag, put in your content, close it with the ending tag. Next, for the structure, we have the heading elements. Let's add the H1 heading element. For that, I'll add an opening H1 tag, and VS Code automatically adds the closing tag. For the content, I'll write aliens invade Earth for pizza recipe. There you have it. H1 is the most important heading, often used as the main title of your page. There are also subheadings. We use H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6 elements, where H6 is the least important subheading. These tags are used to define headings of different levels. Let me quickly add them all. Notice that the browser automatically adds some margin before and after each heading, and the font size decreases from H1 to H6. This hierarchical structure is not just for aesthetics. It's important for SEO, search engine optimization, and helps screen readers navigate your content. So, use H1 for the main title of your page. It's best practice to have only one H1 per page for SEO purposes. Use H2 to H6 for subheadings. You can use H2 to H6 many times per page. Lastly, we have the HR tag, which stands for horizontal rule, or so-called thematic break. It's a self-closing tag. You might use it to separate different topics within a page. Visually, it creates a horizontal line on the web page. It's a way of saying, we're moving on to something else. When you put the HR element, it means that you end one topic and you start a new, possibly related or contrasting topic. The HR element is useful for breaking up sections of text and creating clear divisions within your content. Alright, let's discuss inline and block level elements in HTML. They help you to structure your content for both readability and layout. Inline elements are like words in a sentence. They sit on the same line as their neighbors unless there's not enough space. For instance, the strong and the A elements are inline. This means you can make the text bold or turn it into a clickable link without starting a new line. Let me add a few strong tags to show you that. Notice that planet, square, and round pizzas remain on the same line. On the other hand, block level elements are like paragraphs. They start on a new line and stretch out as wide as they can. Our paragraph elements, headings, and HR elements are all block level elements. Now, why does this matter? Because it helps you structure your web page better. Inline elements let you style part of a text, like making a word bold within a sentence. Block level elements help organize your content into sections and subsections, like titles or separate paragraphs. We're not going to learn CSS in this video, but you've probably noticed that HTML elements come with default styles. Many of our HTML elements have a different look. That's because web browsers add default styles to them. Paragraphs get margins, making them easier to read. Headings are bold and have different sizes, because they're important. Links are blue and underlined, so that you know you can click them. Default styles make content usable without CSS, but developers often use CSS to customize these styles further.
If this video was helpful, subscribe to get more. Now check out this next video.